Hello and welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. As we get into the back end of the trading week, we're hearing more earnings calls, and this time it's for Deere Company and Nordstrom, and it's actually been a role reversal for the two companies. Nordstrom's shares actually plummeted by 27% on mixed quarter news after the American retailer reported they significantly missed earnings expectations, but not only that, they are looking like they have been moved. Analysts have moved them from a buy to a hold status as well, which is quite significant for the company. Let's just take a look at the numbers then. Adjusted earnings of 39 cents per share against the expectation of 52 cents per share. And despite more customers returning to physical stores, the company's profitability seems to be negatively impacted on these supply chain distributions that we're seeing across the board for a lot of big companies. And as we head into the holiday season for America, we'll see if that actually is impacted even further on these supply chains. And Deere Co, it's just looking like it's on the uptick at the moment. Shares jumped over 5% over better than expected earnings, and also they posted, let's just check now, $4.12 per share the last quarter, surpassing the consensus estimate of $3.90. They have a solid demand for products, which has helped cushion the impact of this month-long worker strike that they had, and also its revenue came slightly below analysts' forecast, however, but with the earnings expectations and the road ahead looking a little bit more brighter than a lot of other companies, investors were quite buoyed, and actually profits shares did actually jump over 5%. So let's just take a look at the charts at the moment. So as you can see here, we had this choppy action for quite a long time here, and now we're on the uptick again with this big jump that we saw in yesterday's session. So now naturally we're just looking to see if we can hit these recent peaks again in the near term at least, so the 390 and up to the 400 area. And with this big push out of the Ichimoku cloud as well, a very strong border there indicating very strong resistance at the time, but since we've had this gap in the market, we are seeing now more of an uptrend. And also if we look on the 4-hour chart as well, we are looking to see a little bit more bias to the upside extremely well in this direction. Obviously, as you can see, this V-shaped recovery that has been occurring in the last few trading sessions, but as you can see, the big gap to the upside has really helped push momentum, and now we're looking very, very bid at the moment. However, there is, you could say, a slight bearish divergence on the RSI. If you take this recent peak to this one here, we are looking slightly down, but it might not be too much of a bearish divergence to throw the company off from hitting another high in the next few trading sessions. But we'll see if that momentum keeps pushing higher. As you can see on the 4-hour chart, we did get this red candle by the end of the session. However, it is looking a little bit more to the upside, a little bit more bid than it is on the opposite direction. So a few things to look out for Deere Company. Nordstrom, on the other hand, as I said, it didn't really get out of the fact that a lot of retailers are not the same as they were before the pandemic, and as you can see here, a very, very sharp dip in prices. Will they recover? It's a very big gap. If you take a look at how large the gap is, let's say, I mean, we're looking over almost $10 there, so that's quite significant. And obviously the bottom of that actually fell to the lower regions of $20. So as we said earlier as well, the target investors and analysts have reduced the price target to $30 from $48, so that's quite significant as well. We have to try and get back to this $30 target for it to reach even probably the recent peak, but it's not looking likely anytime soon, as it is quite a hefty gap in the market as well. So let's just take a look on the 4-hour chart. No need to mention really any indicators here at the moment. Obviously everything's going to be down. Momentum, RSI, MACD, anything you put on the chart, and also Ichimoku Cloud, Bollinger Bands, they'll all be stretched quite far, especially Bollinger Bands will be stretched quite far to the downside. This would have broken the lower band, and the Ichimoku Cloud as well. We've crashed straight through that, so any chance of an uptick will probably need a significant bounce the next few trading sessions for us to try and get back. Obviously for bears it's looking very, very ominous, but on the other hand, the $20 mark doesn't look like it's going to be broken anytime soon. So just take a look to see if it's going to have a bit of sideways consolidation for now, and then possibly a move to the upside in the next few trading sessions. That will be what's probably is likely to play out, but just be sure that you have everything in check if you are going to trade this stock, and obviously wait for the next headlines for the companies. So just a few things to look out for as we head into the weekend. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. As usual, any comments or queries, add them to the post, and we'll speak again tomorrow. Bye for now.